It's Saturday in New York City, and we're doing something we love to do on every Saturday. We're gonna go eat, and then we're gonna go sing some karaoke. When it comes to hot pot, I have a rule. I will only go to all-you-can-eat places, because if you go to regular a la carte hot pot places, each plate of meat is like $8, $10. That stuff adds up. But if you go to an all-you-can-eat place, it's usually $20, $25, $30 a person. Much better value, unless you really don't eat that much, which is the opposite of me. But this place right here is my favorite hot pot place in Flushing. So if you guys are ever in Flushing, go to this place. I feel like their meat quality, their soup base, their service is really much better than any other place you'll find here. And it's not as packed and super hard to get a reservation like the places in Manhattan. I love the smell of just walking into a hot pot place. You know that smell? You just sniff and you're like, I belong here. And I will eat till I cannot eat anymore. That's the hot pot pledge. Right. Eat till you cannot eat anymore. Right. First thing you do at a hot pot restaurant is get your sauce, and these are the typical sauce selections. You got your shacha, which is a Chinese barbecue sauce, hot oil, cilantro, green onions, green chili peppers, fermented tofu, not a favorite of mine, but often used. This is something, if you go to an authentic hot pot place, they will have this. This is chive sauce, and this is salty and delicious. And this is your sesame sauce. What I like to do is typically add some shacha, add all the greens, chive, cilantro, chili pepper. I add a ton of sesame sauce, and definitely a lot of hot oil, and I drown everything in soy sauce, and you gotta add a lot of garlic. This is what my sauce looks like afterwards. There we go, that's what my sauce looks like. For those of you who are familiar with Chinese hot pot places, I'm gonna show you a very, very simple recipe that's delicious, that's very ancient. This is how people used to eat hot pot back in the day. And this is something that not a lot of you might know how to make. So I'm gonna show you. It wasn't a lot of sauces back then. So all they would do is take the sesame sauce. So 3 scoops, 1, 2, 3.
That's a lot of sauce.
That's a lot of sauce.
I only use that and that.
So it's 3 servings of, 3 portions of sesame, and then 1 portion of chive. And that, my friends, it's so simple, and it looks kind of weird because it kind of looks like, you know, green diarrhea a little bit, but that is gonna be delicious, and this is how people used to do it. So I eat a lot of this. This is not enough for me, so I'm gonna double up. So another 3. That's how I do it. And then,
you made a mess, dude.
I'm sorry. Then
Every single time you make hot pot sauce, you get it all over the place.
I know, I feel bad, but this is my sauce. So I double up these 2 sauces here, and that's how I eat my hot pot. And guys, I'll tell you this right now. Hot pot is not like a dating option for people usually, because after you eat hot pot, you add the garlic, your breath is gonna stink. Let's take a look at how the other people made their sauces. Here we have Ben.
Yo, you don't, no. My sauce is like an iceberg.
What does that mean?
80% of it is on the bottom. You can't see.
Flip it, let's see it.
No, you can't. It's inside. It's like an iceberg.
You gotta swirl it around.
I'll show you.
Dan has a mysterious looking, nasty looking sauce.
Look at all that. Look at all that.
That looks like someone threw up there. One thing I forgot to tell you guys, besides adding soy sauce, make sure you add some sesame oil. I'm gonna show you guys the menu real quick here. We got a bunch of veggies. Basically, you want to get a lot of meats. Maybe avoid if this is your first time, where you're a hot pot beginner, is like the pork blood, pig brains. Maybe stay away from that kind of stuff. But everything else, what we got here, a lot of veggies. What I really like, my favorite veggie in a hot pot is watercress. My favorite meat is fatty beef. Also, a couple things you need to get. potato, let it soak in the soup for a long time. Eat it, it'll be the best mashed potato soupy tasting thing you ever have. Also egg, hard boil an egg into the hot pot or poach an egg into the hot pot. Dip it in your sauce, it's gonna be awesome. This is
and water. You put water in. I was like, you put vinegar in it? She's like, no, I put a little water.
This is Cheryl's sauce. Cheryl's turning vegan. You are, right?
Yeah, I'm turning vegan.
What do you mean you're turning vegan?
She's trying to be more vegan.
I want to be vegan.
And then her
like
sauce.
my family approved, kind of, yeah.
Wait, where is your sesame and soy sauce and all that stuff?
She used water.
I use the hot pot water.
Pretty much like.
That's
mix
horrible.
it.
Hot pot, I'll tell you guys this right now, it's not a dietary food. It is a lot of grease. People think it's healthy because they're like, I'm eating vegetables.
No.
Literally, a Chinese hot pot is like a fondue, right? You are literally dipping meats and vegetables into grease and then take it out and dip it into more grease.
That's what I was saying.
That's what hot pot is. And that's also why it's so delicious, but it's not really good for you. This is what a typical hot pot looks like. This is called a yin yang pot. One side is spicy, and we got it extra spicy, and one side is regular. And this broth, guys, oh, this looks good. This is my favorite broth in Flushing. Another thing about hot pot is you gotta eat it with a bunch of people. So, hot pot friends, we got 9 people. So some of them haven't showed up, but gotta eat it with big crowd. That's how it's fun. Here's the fatty beef, my favorite. If you don't like Spam, try it with hot pot, you'll love it. Some shrimp, and here's some tripe. That's for me. The meat is supposed to be so thin that you can almost see through it. So this thing will cook in like 10 seconds. Goes in, swish it around. And that's it. There you go, it's done. Dip it in your sauce.
I didn't like that.
That is nice. That's one of the reasons I really like this place in Flushing. They slice their meats really thin. A good indication that a hot pot place is really good is how thin the meat is. If you go to some hot pot place and the meat is like super chewy, it's really thick, not a good hot pot place. Bundle of meat goes in. Because they shrivel up, they don't actually come out that big.
I like it.
This is one of my favorite things. A lot of people may never have had this. This is frozen tofu. Woo! This is tofu that you just freeze and they turn into this really spongy. You see how spongy it is, the holes inside? This will suck up a lot of juice. This is delicious. Spam goes in. And this is one of my favorite, beef tripe. If you guys like this, you want to cook it, this thing cooks in literally 10 seconds. So count to 10, because if you boil it anymore, it turns really rubbery and basically you're eating a rubber band. You don't want that. You notice I'm not even touching the sides without the hot sauce. So when other people get here, they can use that side. I'm only utilizing the hot side. It's hot and spicy, it's way to go. Another reason I love this place, and yeah guys, you gotta bib up for hot pot because this thing will splatter. Oh, fresh steamed buns. These are little Chinese fried donut buns. You dip it in condensed milk. Crispy, sweet. It's awesome. The whole table came to a standstill because somebody ordered rice. You cannot order rice at hot pot. It fills your stomach, doesn't do anything for you. This is why hot pot is fun. Big group of friends, enjoy a nice meal, especially if it's like snowy outside. It's perfect. That's it. It's over. This is what's left, the aftermath. Now, usually food coma sets in. That's why you gotta go do something important like karaoke. Dun Dun is rocking it. I can't even tell if this is the radio or like someone singing. We're both vlogging and we can't hear anything in there.
Can't hear. So we are at DIY karaoke.
DIY karaoke.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's fun.
Hey, it's Yi and Dan.
We're
Hey,
vlogging.
we're right over there. We're vlogging our experiences, but we can't hear anything.
Look at mine. Mine is cooler because it's white and curly. Yeah.
Hey guys, just to let you know some differences between Western karaoke and Asian karaoke. In Western karaoke, it's usually in a bar. You sing in front of a lot of people. Pretty nerve-wracking. But Asian karaoke, you got beautiful, nice rooms. Check this out. I'm gonna show you guys the rooms. Wait, let me tell you guys about it before I show you.
Because my friends are singing.
Yeah, you get.
She's really.
She's really good.
Which one?
Dan Dan.
Oh, Dan Dan.
You get
Dan.
you get a bathroom in your room. Plus, usually what the Asian karaoke places do is that however much you pay for the room, you get that much in drinks and food. that's how we spend Saturday nights here in New York City.
Yeah.
Hot pot, karaoke. That's what we do. I mean, we don't do much else.
Nope. Fun night.
Oh man.
Woo, pretty few lights. So as you can see, my life here is pretty tame. Not too much craziness going on. I mean, karaoke, that's about as crazy as it gets for me. All right, guys, have a good night. See ya.